You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. What's happening here on a Thursday afternoon? Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, along with Grande and the Brown Man. If you are listening on 1090 on radio right now, glad to have everybody along wherever you're listening. From San Diego all the way up to Santa Barbara, wherever you might be listening. If you're with us on YouTube, I was fascinated yesterday when Alex got into that rabbit hole of data and started telling us about where people are watching on YouTube or where they're downloading the audio on Apple Podcasts or what device they're using. I told a friend of mine yesterday, I sounded pretty cool. I was like, you know that the number one device people use to download the audio of the podcast is the iPhone. But do you know what the number two device is? They were like, computer. I'm like, no, dude, the iWatch, iWatch, the number two device. So listen, wherever you're listening, watching, whatever device you're on, you can always just use our website, kaplanandcrew.com. It's the simplest, easiest place to go to get all of our stuff. So Grande,
yes,
Browner, we were on yesterday afternoon. The Padres were playing. We cautioned everybody about the schedule getting tougher when the Padres had guys out and they were still winning games against bad teams. Well, the schedule has changed. The opponents have changed and the results have changed.
Yes. And honestly, Scott, before we get into the negative stuff, because to me, it's nothing but negative with the Padres recently. Can I kind of continue a conversation that we had in the first segment about players doing the responsible thing and getting vaccinated? Because I have good news, and I forgot to bring this up in the first segment, but I was going to go here. Our superstar has finally got his first shot. Senor Tatis Jr. finally has received, he put this on his Instagram, his first COVID-19 shot.
Okay. All right. So is this kind of a thing that people do?
Please don't
do
that if you get your shot, because that number is like his number. And that's how the guy that you talked about, the listener, can go then forge this card because he put his number out there.
Okay. So here's the thing. I see people putting their vaccination cards on online. And I'm thinking to myself, that would be like putting your driver's license, your debit card,
basically
your passport on your Instagram, and I just thought that was like a dangerous thing to do. So Tatis actually posted, hey, I got my first vaccination.
Exactly.
Why didn't he just post like a picture of him getting a shot in the arm? What do we need to see his card for?
I don't know, Tatis, man. I'm just telling you that, listen, I don't care. But all I know is that he got the vaccine. That's the good part, okay? Now, we can criticize his Instagram skills, but like he put that on his story this morning saying, esperando aquí convertirme en mutante ya vacunado. Do you know what that means? Sitting here waiting.
I got vaccinated?
Yes, sitting here waiting to become a mutant, getting vaccinated. Yeah.
Well, I'll just say this. There's a lot of social media pressure out there to like make sure that you do things. Like if it's Memorial Day and you don't have something out there that says, hey, to everybody who's ever sacrificed on Memorial. Like if you don't put that out there, like you're like some bad guy. Last night, my girlfriend and I, we were out to dinner, right? And she's on her phone. And it's not like I'm criticizing her, like, hey, why are you on your phone? Because every minute that she's on her phone.
Right here. You're not the one for that arrow,
right,
buddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Every minute that she's on her phone, I'm like, good, I can be on my phone. But she was doing an Instagram post and I go, what are you doing? And she said, I'm doing a post. And I said, how come? What's up? And she's like, well, it's my friend's birthday. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, she's asking me why I haven't posted yet. And I went, wait a second. Your friends are pressuring you to post about her birthday? And she's like, well, yeah, like everybody posted, hey, it's so-and-so's birthday. And here's a picture of me with her. And we had great times. And let's everybody just shower her with birthday wishes. And I'm like, wait, you felt pressure that you had to post? And she's like, yeah, I did.
What a loser. Listen.
I agree with I don't even know where you're going, but I agree with that.
This makes me so mad. What a loser move, man. Listen, if someone forgets to do a post on your birthday, it's okay. They've got lives too. Like, stop it with this. The Memorial Day thing made me so mad. Look, dude, everybody's not putting everything they do on social media. It's okay. And if your friend is really your friend, they called you and said, "Happy birthday."
Or text you.
This.
And by the way,
one
Rachel
friend is
didn't
the
forget. She just didn't do it. So that makes it even worse. Like Rachel.
No, she hadn't done it yet. She has since done it. By the way.
But what I'm saying is that's even worse. Like
God,
knowing that Rachel's either A, gonna do it, A, or B, already reached out to her, and then the friend's like, "Hey, why haven't you put me on Instagram yet?" Like, that's where you
do they have a list? Does she have
you got to
a
cut
list
that
of
friendship
friends?
out.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
I'm not friends with that person no more.
Listen, let me tell you something. I go into my phone, right? And I go to Facebook, and it's got like on my alerts birthdays today, right?
The only thing Facebook's good for.
Okay, and let's just say there are 10 names of people whose birthday it is today. I don't know if everybody else does this, but I will do this. I'll be like, okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, happy birthday.
Yep.
Post. Nope. Yeah, this happy birthday, Steve. Post. Nope. And now I'm literally like telling people publicly, like, if you get a happy birthday from me on Facebook, I obviously thought enough to like write happy birthday. And if you don't, but I saw it, and I don't do it every day.
You know what you
so
should
that
do?
will be my excuse. But yeah.
So when you go, nope, go unfriend. Nope.
Yeah.
Unfriend.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Unfriend.
Dude,
Because you're just wasting. If you
man.
don't have the 2 seconds to write happy birthday on a Facebook post and you already saw it, you clearly don't care about that person. Unfollow that person.
I love, appreciate, and respect both of you men. I will never give you a birthday post with images on Instagram. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen.
How about this? Is this taboo? Here's another layer to this. If someone does give you a birthday post on their Instagram story, are you then forced to repost on your story?
Yes, because listen. Yes, you are. That's the trap. That's the trap. Every person who does that, listen, on birthdays on Instagram, bro. You know how many people I've just swiped left on because I don't want to go down to 40 people who you're posting their posts of your birthday on your page from their page. What a rabbit hole.
There's so many. Sometimes when you go on a girl, and it's mainly girls. Yeah, it's mainly girls. When you go on an Instagram story and it's their birthday and they got like 30 little squares on there, I'm like, oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
Do you need that
every
much?
one of their friends, every one of them is sending a happy birthday.
Public affirmation, man? Like, come on.
We do. Listen, I'm telling you, a 50-plus-year-old woman
that is ridiculous.
Was saying
with a
to
career,
another
successful career,
children.
Right,
no, I'm talking about the woman whose birthday it was.
Rachel didn't do it.
This friend made her feel like if you don't post about my birthday, I'll be disappointed.
Dude, that's
what a loser.
I hope.
Stop it, Browner.
I hope Rachel
I'm sorry,
Rachel.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I know you're probably going to be upset when you see me for saying this.
Don't worry.
And
I don't get invited anywhere, Browner.
Right. I don't know that woman.
You've already been unfriended.
I don't know that woman. Unfriend her. She's not really your friend. She's your public friend. She wants to publicly be seen being friends with you. God, what a loser move.
I gotta agree.
I posted my birthday image.
I gotta agree with Browner.
I'm telling you.
I gotta agree with Browner. Full court on this one, man.
It's a close friend. I can only tell you
not that close because you didn't post. I had to remind you.
It's 11:30 a.m. and you haven't done it yet.
Right.
It should be a person you did at 6:30.
There's a 2 o'clock cutoff for my birthday wishes if you're really my friend. Get out of here.
You're not invited to drinks later unless you post me on Instagram.
You're out of my reservation for 6 group.
How could you? You were a bridesmaid. Yeah.
Oh, the audacity.
Wow.
So anyways,
this is the pressure.
He's got vaccinated.
Way to go, Fernando Tatis. Way to be selfless, man.
That's the best
and
thing
get
you've
out
done
there
in like 7 days.
Right. In fact, as a matter of fact,
take it
if
easy
we're going to try and bring it home here.
Dude.
Here, take a look at this. Put up on the screen for everybody who's watching, and we'll read through it for people that are listening. How things have turned.
Team stats first, and then individual. because the team has been bad as a whole offensively. And honestly, I already got grief on the chat because I think I titled Tuesday's show Padres break out of offensive slump because they scored 9 runs on Monday. And everybody's like, "Oh, way to jinx them, way to jinx them." But the team has been terrible for the last 11 games.
Well, let me tell you this. I was driving my daughter to school earlier this morning, and on my way home, I was listening to Dan Patrick on the radio. And Patrick is making this point that he had watched the Yankees and the Twins just because he wanted to see what was going to happen with Garrett Cole after that crazy press conference that we talked about yesterday. And he said, this is Dan's observation. He goes, so I'm watching this game. He's like, and I never watch these teams, right? And guys are coming up to bat. And when they showed their batting average, I thought it was their weight. Because every guy was 180, 165, 205. He goes, there was not one guy that was like 300 where you might actually go, well, he don't weigh 300 pounds. And I thought, Dan, that's hilarious.
That's
funny. That batting averages. And I heard this and I was like, I can't believe I'm listening to somebody on sports radio talk about batting averages. That's something I would never talk about. It's so boring and mundane. It's so baseball-y. But it was such a funny comment that I thought it was their weight. So, Alex, let's take a look at some of the stats here, and maybe we can determine.
Patrick had Tatis on the other day too.
Oh, really?
When was the last time a Padre came out on the Dan Patrick show? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Very cool.
But yes, it has been bad, Scott. The last 11 games. First of all, where it counts, really, the record 3-8. No bueno.
Mm-hmm.
In 7 of the last 11 games, they've only scored 2 or fewer runs. The team batting average 192 with an on-base percentage.
Anyways,
with an on-base percentage of 280, and for the first time since May 2nd, the Padres in 3rd place.
Yep. They were in 2nd place for most of it. They got to 1st place for a day or two, and they have now dropped into 3rd place. And so, again, didn't expect San Francisco to be part of this conversation, but they are. And the Dodgers, it's interesting because Mookie Betts and Cody Bellinger, this was last night in Pittsburgh. They played early this morning. But in last night's game, these two guys were combined 0 for 9. Mookie's 0 for 5 to lead off. You know, he hit a home run earlier today. But my point
he also
is,
made like the defensive play of the year
today, this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'd love to. I didn't get to see that.
Let me pull it up real quick.
You'll let me know. Yeah, let me see it. So anyway, my point is that the Dodgers are still making moves when their better players aren't hitting. Wow. Oh my! Don't tell me he's going to throw somebody out at home. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the catch was going to be the play.
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep it together, LA Cap. Don't explode on camera. Okay.
Keep it in your pants, Bo.
Keep it in your pants, LA Cap.
What were you saying about the Dodgers, though?
Well, I was just saying that their 2 biggest stars really aren't performing.
Right. Well, neither are ours.
You know. Well, let's go to the stats. Let's take a look at what the Padres statistics are.
Listen, as a team, they're bad. But I'm singling these 4 out just because these are the ones that stood out to me the most. But no one's really doing well except Tommy Pham. I can't believe I just said that. Jake Cronenworth, the last 15 days, average of 182, on-base percentage 250, no home runs, 1 RBIs. Tatis in the last 7 days, average 192, on-base percentage 250. Most of his hits have been those home runs. That's really 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. Hosmer, who Browner wants out of here, the last 15 days has been very bad. 164, on-base percentage 207, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. And this one is just a killer. Mr. White Case of Will Myers he's reverted to 2019 Will Myers all over again. Last 7 days, 182, on-base percentage 250, no home runs, no RBIs.
Wow. All right. Well, we go back to the previous slide about why the Padres are 3-8 in their last 11 games. It's because, in large part, what you just said. Tommy Pham is leading the offense. That's not a good thing.
Nope.
And Will Myers is pulling it down, you know. And Tatis, while it looks cute that he's got 4 home runs, you just look at the numbers and you go, wow. I mean, him hitting 192 is not. That's not what we're expecting.
Chris Bryant is hitting 307, by the way.
I'd love to. Hey, listen. If you told me Chris Bryant can be at first base for the Padres rather than Eric Hosmer, I'd say all day, every day.
Yeah, but
with Mackenzie Gore added in.
But Browner lives in a reality that no one else lives in.
All right.
I just don't understand. Like,
They're
Like,
going
listen,
to
if
trade
I'm
him.
proven wrong, fantastic, dude. I don't think everyone's
Re-
going to complain about that.
Remember when I came on this show and I told you guys Francisco Lindor was going to be traded, and you guys laughed at me because I said, "Oh, he could be traded to the Padres." You guys, "Oh,
To the
you're stupid."
Padres.
Yeah.
Right,
Wasn't he
right. To the
traded?
Padres.
Wasn't he traded?
Chris Bryant's going to be traded too, but not to the
Right.
Padres.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We don't know where he's going to be traded. The Padres clearly need offensive help. He's batting .307. He's a solid hitter. He'd fit great at a 3 spot in that lineup, maybe even a 2 spot. Adding him with Manny and Tatis, Fam on fire, Cronenworth.
Right. They should go get Max Scherzer. They should go get.
You can't
Garrett
do that
Cole.
though. You don't
they
need
can't
that.
do that. They can't do that.
You don't
they
need
don't
that.
Need
You need Chris
Okay.
Bryant.
No?
You need Chris Bryant.
Let's keep going with Chris Paddock instead of Max Scherzer. Then, I mean, if I'm gonna live in your world right now, I'm just being for real. Like, let's go add Chris Bryant.
Let me ask you a
Max
real question.
Scherzer. Let's go add all
Go
these
ahead.
guys.
Let me ask you a real question. Is it more likely to add
Mhm.
Chris Bryant, who is actually on the market, or Max Scherzer, who is not?
Max Scherzer.
You think realistically that they can trade for Max Scherzer for less than they can for Chris Bryant?
No, now you're asking two different questions. I'm asking.
Okay,
what
you're
is
right.
more
You're right. That's
realistic.
correct. You're right.
I'm going to go back to Instagram pressure because this is getting awfully like baseball-y for me.
It's
I'm going
not.
to tell you that right now.
Come
I'm
on,
just
LA
saying,
Cap,
like-
calm down. You just tried to tell
Come
me
on.
the Dodgers about somebody being 0-9 between two people. You got way more baseball-y than that. I'm in the Magic trade world. Everybody loves the Magic trade world.
Yeah, Browner spends too much time on the ESPN trade machine. That's what he's been doing.
Listen, I be crunching
Well,
them numbers, baby.
Let me have 1 minute, though. Just let me have a minute here to mention one of our sponsors. I'm going to mention HES Solar, and I'm going to tell everybody that's listening and or watching that if you are considering solar and if you are ready to save a lot of money, just email our guy, Spencer at HESsolar.com. Now, he's already helped several great friends do solar at their home. That's terrific. You're going to save a bunch of money. You're not going to have huge electric bills anymore. But what Spencer really specializes in is helping businesses save a bunch of money when they go solar. So if you've got an office building or if you've got a facility like a gym or a YMCA or anything like that, if you've got a building and you want to go solar and you want to save a bunch of money, you can do it through HES Solar. You can do it through our guy, Spencer Holt, Spencer at HESsolar.com, Spencer at HESsolar.com. And again, this is really very simple. Do you want to save a bunch of money? If the answer is yes, you email Spencer at HES Solar, HESsolar.
You want to save a bunch of money?
The answer is yes.
You're
I think the
frozen?
answer.
That's what I was going
yes.
with. That's what I was going with.
Yeah.
Sing it again. Sing it a little bit louder so people can hear it.
Do you want to save some money on your solar installation?
Email Spencer.
Spencer at HESsolar.com.
Hey,
jingles for everybody.
Right.
Oh, wait, Max Scherzer,
Hey.
free agent next year, so he is tradable. Browner, I knew I was. Get out of here.
Okay. Who?
Hey,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
all right,
What?
Listen, okay, listen. Speaking of trades, let me just throw you guys something real quick.
Why are
here.
you trying to kill our trade conversation?
Well, I'm actually gonna turn your trade conversation for a second. Alex, can you pull up the
Who
website?
you want to trade for
Lakers-
somebody for the Dodgers?
No. Hold on. Alex, can you
Yeah,
pull
there
up the
is.
website LakersNation.com? I just want to say this to everybody. I really, really appreciate our great friends who have helped us build a platform. What other radio show in America is a podcast, radio, TV show that's also building a platform? And what I love about it is that when people are part of the great friends, they're interested or they're participating. And so a lot of you have downloaded the Sided app. You've downloaded it on Google or Apple. Sometimes you use the website sided.co. But what is happening with the business is really, really cool. Alex here has helped a lot because he'll take his Sided questions and post them in his articles on silverscreenandroll.com. But take a look at these guys, Browner. Check this out. This is LakersNation.com. And look on the right side of their homepage how they've embedded the Sided question.
Nice.
And as a result, Alex, can you read the question for everybody?
Should the Lakers trade Kyle Kuzma?
See, Browner, we're in the middle of a trade conversation. Alex, should the Lakers trade Kyle Kuzma? You haven't voted, yes or no?
For what?
Look at this guy. Come on, man.
Well,
yes
forget
or
about
no?
for what? Yes or no? Do you want Kuzma on this Laker team anymore? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so then vote no.
I said, yeah, no.
Okay. He's voting no. The man is voting no, and instant results come up, and there is the conversation all happening right here on Lakers Nation. So I'm really excited about what we got going on with all these publishing partners. So again, visit that website, LakersNation.com or SilverScreenandRoll.com. They're all using this embed tool. Browner, you like that? It looks pretty sharp, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was dope. The position when they had it placed that's perfect.
Yeah. I know. When's the next brown bag blog coming out on KaplanandCrew.com?
It's already out right now, along with a sided question of the day as well.
Did I see? I think I saw that question. What was it? Do NFL owners not like black players? Is that what the question was?
Do NFL owners care about black men?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
didn't want to write about that, but I had to. I had to get it off my chest.
All right. If you go to KaplanandCrew.com, brown bag blog down at the bottom, and Browner's got himself right here.
It's the longest one I've written.
Wow. And there it is. There's his sided embed.
Those are the
nice
owners.
job.
Still waiting for that guidelines of following the government, but
that's hard to write, dude. You know how long I've been writing that? That's hard.
Hey, stick around. We're going to announce a brand new show coming to 1090 tonight. That's next on Kaplan and Crew.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
We're here every day, 24/7, giving you only the finest handcrafted sports talk programming you're going to find anywhere. And we never stop. Fanatic is such a mean word. We prefer committed. This is the mightier 1090 AM.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
The Olympic Games, where the eyes of the world will turn to Tokyo for the greatest show on Earth. Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Countdown to Tokyo every Tuesday at 7 on YourView. You'll get the latest news on preparations for the Games, details about the sports involved, and in-depth insights into teams, athletes, and the host city. Don't miss Countdown to Tokyo, Tuesdays at 7 on YourView.
COVID vaccines are safe, convenient, and free, and they are effective at protecting you against the coronavirus. I'm Dr. Akilah Weber, a pediatric gynecologist and state assembly member, and I got the vaccine to protect my family. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and everyone who receives the vaccine helps us get one step closer to returning to normal. Go get your vaccine today. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find a site near you. Do it for yourself, your family, and for our community.
We have a term for typical cheese-filled, grease-covered, regret-inducing takeout. That's why dinner from El Pollo Loco is always fire-grilled, freshly prepared, feel-good food. The $20 Familia Dinner from El Pollo Loco.
Let's take it up a notch with Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost, powered by the mightier 1090.
When it comes to buying an electric car, there's a couple things to keep in mind. Electric cars, for the most part, they work like a normal gasoline-powered car, but they do feel slightly different. So going for a test drive in an electric car is super important before you make that final decision. But in addition to that, there's a few things to balance. You're going to have to balance price, range, and space. Most electric cars are smaller than, say, the average truck or SUV. So you have to consider those three things if you're serious about putting an electric car in your driveway. The first thing you have to do is be realistic about how you use your car. And I would advise this of people, even if they're buying a gasoline-powered car or a hybrid or whatever it is, figure out what your needs are, because there's no point in getting a car of any kind, then getting it home and finding out, oh my gosh, my dog won't fit, or my child booster seat is too hard to put in. So if you're serious about a certain kind of a car, whether it's electric or gas-powered, bring your stuff to the dealership and say, I need to really get my life into this car, and let's just see if that will work or not. That's one way of doing it. But also be realistic about how much you drive every day. If you drive 100+ miles each way, every day, you're going to need something that can accommodate that. But if not, something maybe smaller or lesser could work for you. We have our list of best electric cars for 2021, and we picked 10 cars that we think are the best of the best. And the criteria we set for that is that the car had to have a plug. So we did not include hybrids other than plug-in hybrids. So there's two different kinds of hybrids: gasoline electric hybrids or a plug-in hybrid, which uses electricity part of the time. Our rules were the car has to have a plug and it has to be available within the next 6 months. So we came up with a list that have some, I think, really great cars. And if the average person were to drive them, I think they would agree.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's premium boost is powered by the mightier 1090.
We don't ask a lot from you. Just 16 measly hours a day. That's it. Buy some earbuds. Listen at work, in meetings, on the way home, talking to the wife, or helping the kids with homework. They'll admire your stick-to-itiveness. This is the mightier 1090 AM.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Moore's Cancer Center is the only comprehensive cancer center in San Diego, which has NCI designation, which NCI stands for National Cancer Institute. And this is designated to only the highest possible ratings for cancer centers in the country. And that means that it's experts in every medical subspecialty pushing boundaries for difficult to treat cancers. We have a unique blend of cancer research and patient care, which really helps us take care of the whole patient from bench to bedside interventions with the latest research. And we're really pushing the boundaries to treat each individual cancer as much as possible. We're very proud of our leadership here in the community at UCSD.
We have a term for typical cheese-filled, grease-covered, regret-inducing takeout. That's why dinner from El Pollo Loco is always fire-grilled, freshly prepared, feel-good food. The $20 Familia Dinner from El Pollo Loco.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Sports in a Minute.
The San Diego Loyal and Orange County Soccer Club had a draw in last night's matchup that was featured right here on Your View. Loyal goalkeeper Trey Muse, who leads the USL in saves with 29, was key for San Diego in the draw. For OCSC, it was Ronaldo Damas who scored the lone goal, while Tumi Moshabane scored for the Loyal. OCSC got a win against Sacramento Republic FC last weekend, 3-1. San Diego had a draw with the Phoenix Rising last weekend. Both teams have a double game week this week. The Loyal will be taking on the LA Galaxy 2 on Saturday, while OCSC will be matching up with Oakland Roots SC. You can catch OCSC's matchup here on Your View at 7 p.m. on Saturday. I'm Haley Stasiak. That's your Sports in a Minute. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. The next early bird deadline is June 18th.
Catch all the action live on Your View as the 1904 Football Club takes on the Chattanooga Football Club, June 12th at 5 p.m.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
All right, everybody, it is Kaplan and Crew on 1090 on YouTube, tonight on television on Channel 4 San Diego, Channel 4 Santa Barbara, Channel 118 in Orange County, and in Palos Verdes. And you can always find us on our website, kaplanandcrew.com. So along with Grande and the Brown Man, fellas, we welcome everybody back inside the 7 Mile Casino Studios. We are about to announce, Grande, Browner, a new show on 1090. Now, Browner, I sense that Bert is pissed. Like, I sense that Browner and Bert on Monday and Tuesday night from 6 to 7 p.m., I sense that Bert is pissed. Like, he wants to be on every night, 6 to 7 p.m. What do you say, Brown Man?
Bert don't want to do all the work 5 days a week. So until he want to do that, then we'll do 5 days a week. But he ain't going to do that, so we ain't.
Yeah, and I say that to him all the time. I'm like, Bert, if you want to go 5 days a week, let me know. And he's like, oh, no, man. I'm like, well, Monday and Tuesday are 2 days a week. And if you're complaining about not doing Wednesday through Friday, that's 5 days a week. Oh, man, I didn't know that, man.
And then he'll give you some expletive.
Yeah. Grande, what do you think about adding a new show? Because remember, we were supposed to have the Grumpy Old Men, but
That's exactly where I was going.
Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly where I was going. And this is nothing against Hank or Kurt. I just love that the average mean age of this show is below 30. Like, that is a good start right there. I think it's new, it's fresh, it's young. I love it.
Okay, good.
At least I think it's below 30.
Right.
They look like they're 19. So
these guys right here, these guys haven't been bar mitzvahed yet, these kids. All right. Let me tell you. Okay. So let me tell you the quick story here. So yeah, we thought we were going to have Kurt and Hank do one night a week. And I'm telling you, man, I love both of those guys. I do, but they are a headache. Grumpy Old Men is who they really are. Now, I don't even know how we did this. I don't know how we pulled this off, but here's what I did know. I'm like, you know what? Every time a new radio station would pop up, or some, it's always the same guys over and over and over again. We never create new guys, right? So I started to meet these guys, and then one of them is kind of like me, just hard charging, doesn't take no for an answer, constantly overselling himself. I mean, like the two of us are lost spirits, you know what I'm saying? And somehow or another, now we've got this new show on Thursday nights. It premieres tonight on 1090. The Charity Stripe is the name of the show. And let's say hello to the three hosts. This is a great story. One guy's from San Diego. They all went to college together at the University of Texas. And I think two of these guys are in New York for the Padres Mets series coming up. I'll introduce them to you. There's Josh, there's Nick, and Alex. The Charity Stripe hits the airwaves for the first time tonight at 6 o'clock on 1090. Fellas, good afternoon. Glad to see everybody, and congrats.
Thank you, Scott. I mean, you bring up the bar mitzvah situation. I feel like we're getting our sports broadcasting bar mitzvah today. We're finally becoming men. This at 6 to 7 p.m.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov to us. Yeah, I mean, we are 26, the three of us, so that is the average age. We did have San Diego's on Bill Walton as a guest one time on our podcast, and we told him we were 16, and he fully bought it.
He bought it.
Didn't bat an eyelid and just kept on rolling. And we're really pumped to be here. We were looking at each other like, who's the persistent one, and Nick nudges me like, dude, it's not even a question, it's you for sure. And yeah, I mean, look, this has always been a dream of ours. It's something that fell into our laps, the podcasting. I started it in my bedroom under a blanket in my underwear. Hanes, sponsor Kaplan. And I was sharing the bedroom with another guy in Los Angeles. It was an absolute mess. We elevated to someone else's bedroom that was a bit nicer. Then we had our own studio in my bedroom. I remember we had Ryan Leaf on as a guest one time. Halfway through the interview, he's like, is this someone's bedroom? And we're like, yeah, it's my bedroom. I live here. And that couch is actually a bed. He's like, oh God, here we go. And then we went to our own studio. We built our own studio in our house. And now Nick and I are on vacation in New York, Alex on vacation in Santa Barbara. This is the time we got to start. We obviously can't take no for an answer because, again, this has been a dream of ours. And so it's pretty full circle that we started in the bedroom. And now we're starting again once again.
Hey, man, never let Ryan Leaf badmouth where you live. He was a crackhead. So you doing all right. You doing better than he was at one point.
True.
Browner's just so.
He was sleeping under somebody's couch at one point. So I think you all right.
Well, Nick, Nick, jump in here because just tell everybody, you're the connection to San Diego. And as I recall, the way this all started was I may have been a guest on your guys' podcast at one time. And then I think maybe I even said something to you guys after that, like, maybe we should be talking about taking your podcast and throwing it on 1090, because I'm into like young, fresh, up and coming talent. I'm not into like pure retread. It's always got to be the same people over and over again.
Right.
So I'm really psyched that you guys are coming onto the radio station, but just give us a little bit about your San Diego ties.
Yeah, well, I was born in San Diego, and I lived there for 11 years as a kid, and my dad would play 1090 on the way to school and on the way back from school. And I grew up listening to Scott and BR and Darren Smith and Coach Quintero and all those guys. And
that is just wonderful.
We exactly.
That is marvelous.
God is here. He's in the room with us. And I heard Scott guest on Ryan Darude's show, the LA Football Network. And I said, Ryan, dude, I grew up listening to Scott Kaplan. Like, you got to put me in touch. Can you pass along the contact info so we can get him as a guest on our show? And Scott guested on our show and saw what we were about. And I told him the story, and the rest is history. And here we are.
Yeah. So Alex, you're in Santa Barbara. So
I am.
You get 2 shots here tonight, man. You can get in your car at 6:00 and you can listen to your own show on 1090, or at 7:00 tonight, you on Cox Cable, Channel 4 in Santa Barbara, you could turn it on and you guys will be on TV tonight as well. This is really cool.
Yeah, I might do the triple whammy. I might get Kaplan and Crew, then go to the Charity Stripe, and then watch the Charity Stripe. So I'm going to do all 3. I'm here with my mom and my sister, so they'll be excited to see all of our faces. I mean, they know Josh, they know Nick well, so this is a big moment for me and for them too.
Yeah, this is cool. So guys, so again, one guy is from San Diego, but all 3 of you guys went to college together. So that's the kind of stuff that, at least for me, as somebody who's thinking about like how's a radio show, a podcast, a video cast, how's it all going to look and sound? Like, that's instant built-in brotherhood chemistry, is guys who all went to college together. That should make for a great radio show.
Yeah, when you peel another guy off the pavement, and everyone likes sports, it's a no-brainer. The chemistry is instantly there. We've seen each other at our best, at our worst, more so often than the best, but the worst has been definitely the worst. We've all been there, of course. And we just kind of hit it off from the bat. I mean, we've done, 340 podcasts at this point. We've interviewed everyone and our mothers, literally. So, it's a well-oiled machine. We love what we do. We love chopping it up. We love giving the hottest of takes. We don't mind being wrong, which I think is a massive part about sports.
You hear that,
radio.
Browner? You hear that, Browner? Hot takes, but the ability to accept being wrong at times. I mean, Alex, isn't that a fascinating concept?
What you bringing that up to me for? What have I been wrong?
There you go.
You got that backwards.
Well, I don't know, guys, would you agree or disagree that Carson Wentz is a top 5 quarterback?
Always go to this.
Would I agree or disagree that Carson Wentz is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now?
Yeah, right now.
Disagree.
I mean, I will disagree to the cows come home.
Would you say that is a hot take?
I'll say that's a ridiculous take. Yeah.
Scorching.
Scorcher 7 starring Ben Stiller. Yeah.
That is bad.
I can't wait to see y'all mid-season. Can't wait to see y'all.
Listen, we do a thing. Actually, you'll like this. If we have like a bet in our show, it's called a jersey bet. That's like a jersey shirt. We love t-shirt jerseys. We're not like the big jersey guys. They're just baggy and it gets hot in Los Angeles. But t-shirt jerseys all the time. So here's the bet I'll make with you, Browner. If Carson Wentz is top 5 in passing yards or QBR, I'll send you a Carson Wentz Colts t-shirt.
At the end of the season or at any point?
End of the season.
At any point.
Done.
If he has only a week 3, okay? If he has a good week 1, then yeah.
After week 3, only 1:00 games. What in return? If he's not, what do you want?
I'm so confident I don't want anything.
All right. There you go. There you go. I can't wait. You guys, people forget so easy, man. It's the best thing about sports. You got to prove it on the field. People forget so easy how great Carson Wentz was. But I bet y'all love Dak Prescott, huh?
I like Dak Prescott more than Carson Wentz.
That's cool. Good. You gonna need it. Need it.
I'll ride that. Hey. Listen, I'm a Boston sports fan, but Toss is Dallas, and I got my boys back.
I hope so. You gonna need it.
Man, there's a reason why Jordan Brand just made him the highest paid athlete or NFL player on Jordan.
Yeah. And the one thing about the Dallas Cowboys defense, it's a bad defense. So we're going to throw a lot. So Dak Prescott is going to look good. He's probably going to be top 5 in passing yards. Carson Wentz, they love running the ball in Indianapolis. So I don't know. It's a tough bet, Browner. It's a tough bet.
It's an easy bet when you're confident.
Exactly. He's got ultimate confidence.
I'm not shaking at all. I just think that I've seen Carson Wentz dog walk the Dallas Cowboys with me at wide receiver at some point, because I don't know who the hell was out there catching passes and they won the division.
Should I bring up the ultimate debate that we have on this show, like year round in the NFL?
Yeah,
because the Carson Wentz, we all agree, is just ridiculous and just wrong and hot.
No, y'all all agree. Y'all don't say we. Y'all.
Yeah. The five of us on the right side
will do it. You'll do like week 3. You guys it after week 3. Your whole.
That's how confident I am. Any week. You pick the week.
Here's the debate. Not
you
even
pick a bye week.
Here's what we talk about pretty much year one. And even though he keeps proving it over and over, Aaron Donald is better than Khalil Mack. And he argues that Khalil Mack is the best defensive player in the league, which is just wrong.
No. We met Aaron Donald at Radio Row a couple years ago. And again, bar mitzvah boy, I'm 5'10", 5'11" in my cowboy boots, which I'll rock in 100-degree weather just to get that extra inch.
You should do
Aaron
them
Donald,
with like short shorts too. That'd be hot.
Scott, off the air, I'll send you some photos that'll make you curl.
Sounds like he's already done that.
Listen, we're actors first. I grew up on the stage. I ain't afraid of nothing, man. I will go out. My goal is to make people cringe. Long Island, my friends call me Peacock because I'm always peacocking apparently. But Aaron Donald's like 6 foot. He legitimately is an inch tall. He's shorter than Nick. Honestly, Nick's a good 6'1", and he just built like a house. Khalil Mack is more versatile. You can line him up more places, but Aaron Donald is just the biggest force in the game. And you have to, if you don't double team him on every play, he's auto getting to the quarterback.
There's no game
on
plan
the
for
inside.
him.
There's no game plan for him. He's just so strong and fast that there's no combination of like that in the league. He's the most dominant defensive player, honestly, since JJ Watt. I know JJ Watt's still going, but since prime JJ Watt like 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, this
was at his best.
This will be an ongoing debate that we'll be having all season long. We like to analyze Browner's hot takes. This is one of his all-time faves, that Khalil Mack is better than Aaron Donald. We're talking to the guys from the Charity Stripe. We've got Josh, Nick, and Alex, and their show premieres tonight on 1090. And guys, you just said it. You know, I've heard you mention Los Angeles. I've heard you mention being actors. And you guys all work for a podcast network as well. Can you guys just give a little bit more background, though, for people that are going to hear the show tonight, what it is you guys do? And then, Nick, I also want you to kind of go deeper into your San Diego roots, dude, because I'm sure there's a lot of San Diego fandom in there.
Oh, there is. I'll start off with Believe. Yeah, we work for the Believe Podcast Network. I serve as the talent director for the network. Josh and Alex are both producers for the network. They do an amazing job on our scripted shows and our non-scripted shows as well. But basically, you know, our network, over 400 plus shows, over 150 former professional athletes host with us. We really kind of like the model of having athletes that are finished playing football or baseball or basketball, take their career to the next level, whether they want to get in media, want to give back to their fans. It's a great opportunity. We've got some really great guys in the network, Isaac Bruce, Ike Taylor, you know, some names to throw out there, but Charlie Ward Jr., Heisman Trophy winner. But we started off as a podcast on the network. The president of the company, Braun, brought us on in a working capacity because he liked our work ethic. We knew the ins and outs of podcasting, and we like to talk, and that's a big part of the industry. So that's Believe. But as a Padres fan, you know, growing up my entire life as a Chargers fan as well, I mean, it broke my heart when they moved from San Diego. Coincidentally, I moved to Los Angeles, and I still found myself rooting for them. It's kind of one of those embarrassing things that I try not to tell people as much. But
wait. So you live in LA?
Yeah, I do.
You grew up in San Diego. You were heartbroken when the Chargers moved to LA, and your opinion of the Chargers is right now what?
It's kind of like I'm in the closet, honestly, about rooting for them. That's
Don't
really what it is.
Don't be, man. Sometimes you got to change cities when your woman move, okay? Your woman moved from San Diego to LA, so you moved. Be proud, man.
That's not what he said. He didn't say
I didn't move for them, though.
Right.
It don't matter. You
I
did.
moved there for myself.
That's what we say, too. That's what the man always say.
Well, that's LA Brown
Entertainment
talking
capital.
to.
Entertainment capital of the world. You know, we're all actors first. We mentioned it before. So we're still chasing those dreams, but The Chargers are there, and it's nice to have them there, but not representing the city of San Diego is really heartbreaking for me. And Padres though is the one that's really got my heart. I've been watching them since I could see, and I think my mom took me to my first Padres game when I was like 6 months old. So I've really been following them my entire life. I remember, just looking at stats every single game. After third grade class, would just go and see what Khalil Green did that game. That just really breaks it down for my fandom.
Yeah, Khalil Green does break it down for your fandom, doesn't it?
Yeah,
because when you mention Khalil Green,
oh my god!
Right, when you mention Khalil Green, and you're not saying Tony Gwynn, Trevor Hoffman, Ken Caminiti.
Well, of course those guys, but I was like 3 years old when they were in the World Series.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's really cool. That because my son, who's 21, Khalil Green is his reference point. Like, he'll be like, is Fernando Tatis the best shortstop the Padres have ever had? I don't know, because Khalil Green was really good. I'm like, Khalil Green was like really good for like 2 years. He made some really nice, spectacular defensive plays. He had this cute little Spicoli thing going on.
Yeah.
But
that's a Browner take that Green may be the best shortstop in San Diego history.
I remember we had
I wouldn't go that far. See,
we had like me and my dad like a 20 game like season ticket package when I was a kid, and like it was the time when we were making the playoffs and getting beat by the Cardinals in the first round. And so that was really like my awakening to baseball. I mean, I was watching kind of as like a mute fan when I was, from ages 0 to 6 years old. And then, when I hit 7 years old, you're starting to realize how the game actually operates and who these players are. And, I remember Mark Loretta being my favorite player. And, when he got shipped off to Boston, I was pretty upset, and so those are just little things like that just makes me.
When Mark Loretta got traded to Boston, I called Mark Loretta, who I love as a guy, and I said to Mark, I go, "What are you crying about?" I go, "You're like publicly like tearing up and crying. Oh my God, I'm leaving the Padres." I go, "You just got the call from the minor leagues to the major leagues, and that's the way it was back then with the Padres.
The league's farm system.
That's right. And now, isn't it great to be a Padre fan and see that the Padres aren't a joke anymore? They're not a laughing stock anymore. It's like they're a legit contender.
I'm telling you, when I was at Texas, because I moved from San Diego to Austin when I was 11, I was the first Padre fan that most people from Texas have ever met. They're like, who, the Padres? Who likes them?
Oh yeah, for sure, the first Padre fan I ever met.
Yeah, Alex, were there no Padre fans in Texas growing up as a kid down there?
Not really. I mean, when I was growing up, same age as Nick, the Rangers were really, really bad at the early start, right? There was a lot of talk about shipping players from San Diego to Texas. Our farm systems were best buds.
Chris Young, Gonzalez.
Yeah, I mean, guys back and forth all the time. But then the Rangers started to get hot. Rangers and Astros, though, those are where all the fans are in Texas and the baseball side of things. Not much Padres talk, but I did go to a Padres Dodgers game when I was like 12 years old. And that was a sight to see. I think I saw 2 Dodgers couples get kicked out for just berating the Padres fans. It was crazy.
Nothing has changed.
That's the best part about going to a live sporting event that I really missed. Nothing like going to Sox Yankees at Fenway, sitting in the right field bleachers where all the Yankee fans sit because that's the only place they can afford because they have to do all the traveling. And it's the Southies. It's just the Southies are literally going into the game to get kicked out. And you see it. It's like who can get kicked out they're dropping $200 on a ticket. Some of them probably sneaking in, and it's who can get kicked out the fastest. And I like as long as it doesn't get physical.
Oh no,
we're offensive.
Yeah,
I'm into the verbal.
We appreciate the physical fights now too, since we're a video show now too. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
we punched that guy through it in Colorado.
In Denver? Oh yeah.
It was sickening.
Yeah.
We probably played that a solid 35 times that day.
Yeah. Right. I mean, like the fights that are happening in stadiums.
Dodger fan in Houston.
Oof. Oh my God. Oh man, the fights that are happening in stadiums out there are crazy. And so, we've been watching a lot of them. As a matter of fact, so hey guys, let me ask you a question. We're talking to the guys from the charity stripe. We've got Josh and Nick and Alex. We got about 2 minutes to go. Guys, are we also going to start doing video of the charity stripe? And are we going to put the charity stripe video podcast on our YouTube channel so that we can push out notifications? Are we doing that? Is that kind of the game plan going forward?
You've heard it 3 times now. We're actors first, so we're meant for the screen.
It's amazing. 3 guys go to college together and all wind up moving to LA together because they all want to pursue acting. Do you guys have a code? Like whoever makes it first as a big timer gets everybody else into his movies?
Yeah, I mean, it's general rule of thumb. We do like to say, hey, like we are individuals as well. Is like in the charity stripe's been our team aspect kind of thing. Obviously, I've been honing up my driving skills in case one of them makes it first. Nick's.
Listen, Scott, you asked the wrong question.
Oh, go ahead.
Which one of y'all is Mark Wahlberg? Or which one of y'all is Adam Sandler? Who's David Spade?
Well,
like break it down.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds to go.
Here's what I'll say: is Josh has the most hats, so he's already doing a great job of being Turtle already from Entourage.
Yeah.
Hey, the charity stripe tonight from 6 to 7 p.m. on 1090. You'll also see the interview. For those of you that are listening on 1090 right now, we'll air this tonight as part of the Cox Channel 4 show. So, hey, guys, really happy that you guys are coming to 1090. New, young, fresh voices, fresh faces. And I think you guys are going to have a great show. So Thursday night, 6 p.m., and hopefully we'll expand to more nights. Fellas, it's a pleasure. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Couldn't have done this without you, Scott. Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, my pleasure, guys. Peace out. We'll see you guys later on. The charity stripe, 6 to 7 tonight on 1090.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Got an opinion? Scott Kaplan says test it on cited.co. Yes, .co. SoCal Sports Talk. The all-new and mightier 1090.
It's time to eat like you won't always be wearing elastic waistbands. With Pollo Fit Bowls, made with organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Live soccer is back. Watch Orange County Soccer Club, OC's highest level of professional soccer, live on your view. Watch Orange County SC take on the Oakland Roots SC, Saturday, June 12th at 7. Watch world-class players and future stars. Transform your summer with the new family game night and outdoor fun all season long. Live soccer is back. Orange County versus the Oakland Roots, Saturday at 7 on your view.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. The next early bird deadline is June 18th.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Here's Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
1904 FC suffered a loss to California United Strikers FC on Wednesday, 3-1 in National Independent Soccer Association action. Dallin Cutler scored the lone goal for 1904 to put them ahead early, but while the guys battled, they couldn't quite get anything else going in the game. The Strikers were able to capitalize on some miscommunication by 1904 as well on their way to securing the win. 1904 will take on Chattanooga FC this Saturday at the Chula Vista Elite Athlete Training Center. Chattanooga currently sits just ahead of 1904 FC in the spring season NISA standings at number 5, with San Diego at number 6. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Your View.
Welcome Welcome back. Please join us in welcoming the Race and Sports Radio Show back home to 1090. Join host Felix Taverna every Saturday at 9 a.m. for the very best horse racing coverage in all of Southern California. The all-new and mightier 1090.
The Olympic Games, where the world's best athletes will compete on the most prestigious stage. Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Guide to the Games every Tuesday on Your View. The series examines the qualification process, the history of the Games, and the teams and athletes that are expected to shine, plus information about the rules, events, and competitors. Don't miss Guide to the Games, Tuesdays on Your View.
Love Promise moments are part of the mission of what we do here at Subaru El Cajon. A Love Promise moment is when we as human beings deliver an experience beyond exceptional to any one of our guests, and then that guest's life is positively affected by that interaction. It's amazing to watch what happens when two human beings talk on that level and create something magical. And sometimes they drive away with a car, sometimes they don't, but we've had an impact on that person's life, and that's the magic. You know, our employees react to things like Make-A-Wish, Feeding San Diego, and the other groups we help by jumping in.
This year, through COVID, we were able to help a little girl out and got her a rather large scooter that she needed for mobility.
We gave up our Christmas party as employees, and we actually adopted a wish of a young girl here in El Cajon, and we gave her a 3-wheel scooter so she didn't have to use her wheelchair all the time. It gives me goosebumps even thinking about it.
Time now for Kaplan and Crew tonight's Community Connect.
Shelter to Soldier selects dogs from shelters and rescue groups all throughout California. Our ideal candidate at Shelter to Soldier is 8 months to a year and a half old. They're confident in different environments. They have strong social drive. Another motivator like food or toy drive. And ultimately, these are dogs that want to have a job and that have a greater purpose to become a service dog. Currently, about 85% of our dogs pass their service dog training. But if they don't pass, they become a career change. We don't like to use the word failure around here. So career change to an emotional support animal, or if that doesn't work out, then they career change to a pet dog. Still finding a loving placement and purpose in life.
Step up.
You know, we're breaking that stereotype of what a homeless person is, this subculture society. We're just brothers, sisters, mom, dad, grandmas, and grandpas being part of the solution instead of part of the problem.
So, ladies and gentlemen, left-hand side.
We make sure that there's no drug dealing, drug use, encampments around their facilities, or anywhere in our neighborhood. We self-police, and that's all a testament to the folks here that used to be out there.
Watch out for sharp objects, ladies and gentlemen.
Ed's, once again, he's a perfect example of the caliber of the men and women that have been outside on the streets.
Here in San Diego for over 50 years, have worked all my life since 1975. But suddenly I had a stroke and I lost all muscle control. One of the things you never think will happen to you, but it can.
The onus of responsibility need to go to our folks like Ed, people you've seen here that have tremendous skill, and give them the opportunity to shine. It's that peer-to-peer support, talking to the folks out there and bringing folks in here to start the process.
Let's go.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Shelter to Soldier selects dogs from shelters and rescue groups all throughout California. Our ideal candidate at Shelter to Soldier is 8 months to a year and a half old. They're confident in different environments. They have strong social drive, another motivator like food or toy drive. And ultimately, these are dogs that want to have a job and that have a greater purpose to become a service dog. Currently, about 85% of our dogs pass their service dog training. But if they don't pass, they become a career change. We don't like to use the word failure around here. So career change to an emotional support animal, or if that doesn't work out, then they career change to a pet dog. Still finding a loving placement and purpose in life.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.